Hello and welcome to the College of Behavioral and Social Sciences. Let's go ahead and give ourselves a great big cheer. I am Deborah Larson, and I'm Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. On behalf of the trustees of the California State University and the faculty, staff, and students of Chico State, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2021 Commencement for California State University, Chico. In this most unusual time, we have taken every precaution as outlined by our state and county health professionals. While we are seated socially distanced, we may all remove our masks. Very good, thank you. Graduates, when you rise to line up for crossing, however, please put that mask back on. You will be told when you may remove your mask shortly before you cross the stage. We begin the ceremony with an acknowledgement that we are mindful that Chico State stands on the lands that were originally occupied by the first people of this area, the Mechoopda. And we recognize their distinctive spiritual relationship with this land and the waters that run through campus. We are humbled that our campus resides on sacred lands that once sustained the Mechoopda people for centuries. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you Brooklyn Becker, majoring in music education, who will sing the national anthem. Please rise. Thank you, Brooklyn. You may be seated. It is now my great honor to introduce the president of our university, Dr. Gail Hutchinson. In her years here at Chico State, first as faculty, chair, and dean, and now as our president for nearly 5 years, President Hutchinson has shown consistent support for our undergraduate and graduate students. President Hutchinson, we appreciate you and all that you do to welcome, engage, encourage, embrace our students. Thank you.
Thank you. Greetings. Greetings, graduates. I would like to take a moment to welcome the family and friends who are joining us for this celebration virtually. Today, we gather to celebrate the achievements of the persistent and extraordinary class of 2021 as they take their place in the distinguished company of university-educated scholars. Their resilience and perseverance under the most difficult of circumstances serves as an inspiration not only for myself, but for the entire Chico State community. Before I give you my remarks, I'd like to introduce the platform party. To my right is Dr. Deborah Larson, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Next to her is Dr. Marianne Paiva, who is incoming chair of the Academic Senate and faculty in both sociology and multicultural and gender studies. And on my left is Dean Eddie Vela, Doctor of Psychology and Dean of the College of Behavioral and Social Sciences. And then our extraordinary student speaker this morning offering her reflection is a graduate candidate for political science and international relations. Let's give a warm welcome to Emily Bruns. Good morning, class of 2021. Are you ready for this graduation? And I want everyone at home to be able to hear you. Are you ready for this graduation? I thought so. Graduates, we are here to celebrate you and all that you have achieved over the course of your studies. Many of you have dreamed of this moment for a long time, and you've not traveled this path alone. You know, many of you, your parents, your guardians, significant others, family, friends, have supported you all along the way. They saw great qualities in you, as we do, and they've helped you to achieve this moment in time. Let's take a moment and thank them. Thank them with the loudest cheer and salute you possibly can muster from your seats on the count of 3, because they too share this moment, a recognition of the years that you have devoted to your education. 1, 2, 3. Let's hear it. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you, family and friends. Graduates, my hope that you will take the education you received at Chico State and continue to live our time-honored values. Be an independent thinker. Be an engaged citizen. Develop your own views, your own voice based on the education that you have received, and use that voice and those views to positively impact the world around you. You know, this doesn't mean that you have all the answers. I know you understand how important it is to acknowledge differences of opinion and to really learn to work across a divide, to discover new ways of being, of thinking, of living, and living together. You know, this inclusive attitude is certainly something that you have really enjoyed as part of your undergraduate studies. Chico State embraces diversity, and we work really hard to create community and connectedness. We are proud of our culture of caring and the sense of place that we instill in all of our graduates. We are the Wildcat family, after all. During your time with us, it is my hope that you've learned to speak courageously, confidently, take risks, admit when you're wrong, but dare to fail, for it is through failure that we learn. It is through failure that we solve problems, and it is through failure that we can also know we will succeed next time. Graduates, you are acutely aware that you are entering a world at a time of deep uncertainty and anxiety, and there are great challenges, yet there are great prospects for your generation. How might we mitigate and prevent catastrophic events like the Camp Fire or other historic fires? How do we prevent the next pandemic? How do we respond to the progress and collective will of a nation that demands racial justice and equality? How do we feed a population expected to grow to almost 10 billion over the next several decades ahead? And what steps can we take to live more sustainable lives for a more resilient future? The pandemic has shown us that we are all connected and vulnerable in ways that I don't think we could have imagined more than 15 months ago. How do we respond to adversity truly matters, and we know lives depend on it. I want to share a quote with you this morning by the National Youth Poet Laureate, Amanda Gorman, from her piece, The Miracle of Mourning. While we might feel small, separate, and all alone, our people have never been more closely tethered. The question isn't if we will weather this unknown, but how we will weather this unknown together. Graduates, your skills, your wisdom, your values and experience are needed today more than ever. Through your academic journey, and you have been in search of knowledge, you've been tested, you've learned that you are resilient. You have been challenged and sharpened your ability to think critically and make informed decisions. Above all, you have succeeded, and now you really realize that you are strong, you are wise, and you are ready. Let's be clear, graduates. The future and reality we face today is not the reality we lived when you started classes here a few years ago. Life has changed for all of us, and you have the distinction of graduating at a pivotal moment in history. So what happens next? What decisions will you make? Your education, your beliefs are foundational, and now you build upon atop of a carefully layered foundation. There's never been a more important time to make a difference. Graduates, when you're finished today, you will hold in your hand the key to a future that has maybe seemed unreachable not too long ago, and you'll be joined by over 172,000 Chico State graduates worldwide. And know that Chico State is the second oldest and one of the most innovative universities in the California State University system. I just have to say, go Chico State, right? So graduates, the world is yours to make better. A college degree equips you to respond to changes in yourself and in the world around you that inevitably will occur over time. Today, savor this moment. Today, take pride in your accomplishments. We are immensely proud of you, all that you have done, and even more, we look forward to what you will do in the future. At this time, it is my highest honor to introduce to you Dr. Marianne Paiva, Sociology and MCGS faculty, and also our incoming chair for the Academic Senate. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, you all are so beautiful today. I just can't tell you how beautiful you are and how much I enjoy being up here today. Thank you so much, President Hutchinson, for the warm welcome. It is truly an honor to be here representing the faculty, staff, and students of Chico State as the next Academic Senate Chair, a title I take tomorrow, which is frightening, right? Because 22 years ago, I was right there where you are right now. I am so proud to say I am a Chico alumna. I graduated with my bachelor's degree in sociology and my master's degree in social science here at Chico State. I am one of you. I was here 22 years ago, which is coincidentally how old a lot of you are in this audience. I am a local farm kid, by the way. I graduated from Orland High School, just right across the river, 20 miles from here. I was a single parent. I went to community college, and then I transferred to Chico State. As an alumna, I am Chico State proud. I have spent the last 16 years teaching sociology and more recently MCGS to thousands of students. How many of y'all are out there right now? Thank you. And it has been life-changing for me to watch as a generation of young adults has pursued, been transformed by, and will transform the lives of their families and loved ones through the gift that is Chico State. As a faculty member, I am Chico State proud. Why do I tell you this? Because from this day forward, when they ask you, where did you go to college? I want you to respond, I am Chico State proud. The gift that is higher education is more special at Chico, but I also feel like we've earned that declaration over the past few years, Chico State proud. We've proven that in the face of unimaginable adversity, we will rise. We fled, we struggled, and then came together through fire. As nurses, you volunteered in shelters, and as anthropologists, you brought dignity to those lost. As community members, you donated time, energy, money, supplies, and shelter to those displaced by the fire. We grew and became more resilient together after the fire. So as a community member, I am Chico State proud. We began our recovery only to be torn geographically apart by the pandemic. We went our separate ways, retreated to the safety of our homes, and still, you showed up. You all showed up, Brady Bunch style, by the way, a lot of times in Zoom, but you showed up. Students, faculty, staff, all of you showed up to Zoom lectures, to virtual office hours, to webinars. You worked harder, you leaned in, you fought for your education. Never forget that. You fought for your education, and that's the only reason you're here today. You succeeded. So when they ask you, what have you done? Respond, I have persevered through the storm. We have weathered the storm together, and for that, I am Chico State proud. You came here as dreamers, as seekers, believers, all with a shared goal, a bachelor's degree. By the way, in the words of Steve Perry, don't stop believing. Still at 48 years old, I'm thinking, what am I going to do when I grow up? So, many of you struggle to navigate college life, to find a safe place to sleep, to get enough to eat. Today, you leave with a clearer vision of the future. As a faculty, we celebrate the hope and dreams that are before you now. Don't get me wrong, you'll face unimaginable hard times, but there will be many more moments of joy that will make you weep. You have proven your grit and determination here at Chico State, and for that, I am Chico State proud. As you leave here, you will be asked time and again, who are you? What have you done? Where are you from? And from this day forward, remember who you are, hold your head high, and respond. I am a fighter, I am a survivor, I persevered through the storm, and I am Chico State proud. It is now my pleasure to introduce Emily Bruns, the candidate for a degree in political science, to provide a graduate's reflection on the day and for this most momentous occasion. Thank you.
God, all right. Hey guys, how's it going? All right, hello everyone, welcome and congratulations to all my friends in the College of Behavioral and Social Sciences. I am honored and humbled to have been chosen as this year's reflection speaker. My name is Emily Bruns, and I'm a political science major with a minor in international relations. Post-graduation, I plan on pursuing my master's at American University in Washington, D.C., and I know that I would not have been able to sit here and say that without all of the wonderful professors and friends that I've made at Chico State. But you guys didn't come here to hear about me, so. If I'm going to be completely honest with you, Chico was never my first choice in school, and I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. I'm originally from Sacramento, so Chico always kind of felt like there it is. Chico always felt like an extension of home, and that wasn't really what I wanted when I was an 18-year-old girl. Looking back now, that feeling of home is exactly what makes this place so special. No matter where you're from, no matter what your background is, and no matter what you want to do, Chico is a place where you can succeed and a place where friends become family. Instead of focusing on how hard things have been over the last year and a half, we all know how it's been, I think it's important to look back with love for the journey that took us here. I normally have a really hard time putting into words how I feel, but sitting down to write about my love for Chico was something that rolled off the tongue really easily because it comes from the heart. I'm always going to remember Chico State for the days that I spent on campus, listening to the birds and waiting patiently for the breeze to run through the trees. I'll remember friends yelling my name from across campus, my heart swelling with love and appreciation that people that I've only known for a few years would take time to check in for those fleeting moments before the bells tolled again and we had to part ways. I'll remember late nights on the second floor of the library, cramming those last few math equations on my 3x5 flashcard, and trying my hardest to focus, but mostly just messing around with my friends and ordering Dutch Bros for the whole floor. I'll remember warm summer nights at the farmer's market, listening intently to live music and soaking in every Technicolor sunset. I'll remember long afternoons at Bidwell. I'll remember the way that the afternoon light glitters on Little Chico Creek. And I'll remember club meetings that introduced me to professors and friends that would change my life forever. I'll remember mentors who took me under their wing when things in my life felt like they were spiraling out of control. And I'll remember the faces of friends who couldn't be sitting with us today. While not each of us has had the same experience, I can say with certainty that we all feel something deep in our hearts for this place. No matter what city we go to, no matter what institution we hope to work for, and no matter who we leave an impression on, each of us is united by a story about why we fell in love with Chico. There will always be a little piece of us that will remain forever changed because we made the choice to come to Chico State. As we prepare to take our next steps towards our career, whatever that may be, Chico will always be our home. It will be here that we all grew up together, and there isn't much that could ever take away from that sense of community. Congratulations again to everyone. Thank you for everything, and best of luck in the future. I would not have wanted to share these last few moments with anybody else, and I'm so proud of all of you. You guys are a group of leaders, fighters, and scholars, and I cannot wait to see where we're gonna go in the future. So thank you for letting me stand up here and get through that. Love you guys.
Thank you, Emily. Good morning, everyone. My name is Eddie Vela, and I serve as your Dean for the College of Behavioral and Social Sciences. President Hutchinson and Provost Larson, it is my profound honor to introduce the candidates for degrees from the College of Behavioral and Social Sciences. Faculty Marshals, will you please present the candidates for degrees?
Gerald Magassi. Cassidy Rose Murphy. Ruby Rivers Baldry. Emily Baumstark. Deborah A. Sioran.
Nora Pizzella.
Catherine M. Glennon. Maria Teresa Contreras. Anna Victoria Lozano.
Deanna Gonzalez.
Christian Robert Weaver.
Benjamin Evans Lewis.
Jasmine Carr Gog. Ashley Rangel. Megan Eileen Freeman. Chantal Brianne Estes. Jonathan Rivera Cruz. Esmeralda Hernandez. Tidy Ortiz Garcia. Lacey Lee Lorenzen. Joshua Interiano. Daniel C. Cox. Haley Hubbard. Lucas LaPante. Kylie Peterson. Samuel Alexander Smith. Ashley Auer. Karina Yasmin Aguilera. Alexa Arbaugh. Samantha Duarte. Jake Rodriguez. Heriberto Roman. Heidi Ramoncita Navarro. Shelley Ferguson. Lorena Reed.
Lauren Janine Book.
Lily Murguia. Matthew Bullen. Rebecca Lujan. Bailey Claire Aaron Gould. Amanda Glenn. Casey Swoboda. Mairead McLean. Ashley Gaston. Ava Bartle. Janet Becerra. Samantha Wright. Sienna Mencarini. Karina Elizabeth Rodriguez. April Lucy Beckett.
Miley Ann Myers.
Maria Gority Padilla Gutierrez. Alex Hawkins. Olivia Richardson. Caitlin Glavy. Caitlin Cornelison. Jessica Alexandra Ewing. Molly Weinman. Gemma Goebel. Emily Bruns. Alondra Terrones. Michelle Marmolejo. Andrea Robledo Cervantes. Cameron Cohen. Jordan Reed Hewitt. Juliana Lupercio. Bruno Salcido. Fernando Salas. Martin Cowich Colley. Natalie Suk-Young Neal. Emma Rose Grenier Selvig.
Edgar Hernandez.
Mary C. Baez. Norma Vidal. Elizabeth Ramirez. Rosa Fabian Contreras. Diana Hernandez. Maria Guadalupe Tejeda Moreno. Daniela Alejandra Galvan. Shay Sparkman. Alyssa Burnett. Flora Rashu. Miguel Alcantar. Frankie Alyssa Delgado. Jamie Kilalong. Anthony Edward Lindsay. Jordan Provance. Tessa Patrice Quinlan. Serene Tarazi. Logan Arlen. Rafael Hernandez. Valentina Yusuf Rashu. Marlene Campos. Benelli Ruby Lomelli. Yvette Johanna. Zitlali Esther Torres. Sydney Ayub. Michael Pocaroba. Kate Runge. Almutasam Baluz. Brandon Thomas Jennings. Maya Rose Harper. Cassidy Ann Rowan. Catherine Apicella. Carolyn Cecilia Sanchez. Matthew Griffin Gordon. Megan Jean Rogers. Paloma Rodriguez Castro. Alexander Michael Gordon. Nicholas Manuel Morales. Samantha Perez. Edward A. Zavala. Peyton Marina Corona. Alejandro Perez Vasquez. Delaney Cooney. Melissa Hawk. Leanna Jean Tolentino. Madeline O'Brien.
Jack Robert Sheehy.
Joel Moray. Isabella Breitbart. Anna Maria Teutsch. Desiree Moreno. Autumn Contreras. Daniel Reyes. Araceli Mendoza. Paulina Lizeth Vaca. Eric Perez. Violeta Raquel Ramirez. Morgan Ann Cummings. Elizabeth Aguirre. Matthew Morgan. Taylor Conley. Sydney Leanne Sims. Paige Mackenzie Lalana. Melissa Jean Freefeld. Brooke Taylor Brown. Mason Penstein. Alberto Andrade. Stephanie Marie Smith. Brandy Kurt. Austin Evers Greer. Taylor Kimberly Marie Crandall. Andrew Lloyd Smith. Mary Elizabeth Martinez. Victor Sinovio Reyes Gramajo. Eric Fabian Ramirez. Eduardo Ortega Salas. Eduardo Ortega Paul Richard Schaefer Jr. Kayla Winslow. Nicholas Coolbaugh. Quinn Fong. Lorena Arias. Paula Gallegos Aguilar. Catherine Lawrence. Riley Gayleen Sullivan. Cornesia Maddox. Sarah Maria Ensley. Christopher Bartulo. Catherine Evelyn Marie O'Shea. James Levon Densby. Annabelle Cole. Kelly Portillo. Ryan Stewart Fowler. Ryan Spencer Stevenson. Tatiana Ibarra. Zachary England. Giselle Bello. Eliza Kern. Miguel Duran. Dylan Maslin. Luke Mikhail Andrew Bergstrom. Sophia Rodas. Carly Antier Kenna. Aidan Grele. Nina May Langley. Rachel Dowd. Elizabeth Dunnigan. Lucy Francisca Franco. Madison Blomquist. Daisha Abdelkader. Rachel Kitts. Emily Boggs. Elian Alexis Filetto.
Troy Akers.
Donovan Chavarria. Andrew Joseph Munoz. Christopher Michael Wood. Kyle Stanley Billingsley. Zachary Todd Erickson. Astrid Robles. Morgan Fay. Madison Nicole Ferry. Gabriel Andres Bermudez. Andrea Nunez. Melissa Lorraine Padilla.
Ryan Maciel.
Nancy Zavala Lemus. Enrique Vicencio. Uriel Morales Sanchez. Alma Rosa Oropesa. Pablo Saul Tiznado. Graciela Sanchez Montes.
Sharon Das.
Brian Kolodin. Andrea Vanessa Alvarado Mejia. Madeline Ray Dietrich. Brooklyn Lozano. Suzanne Nazem. Avelina Murrow. Ashley Nicole Gomez. Ryan Paul Elkins. Marissa Campos. Brenna Gallagher.
Matthew James Basich.
Andrea Rodriguez Diaz. Noemi Caraco. Emily Marie Ramos. Franklin Wood. Mackenzie Goulding. Corey Lang. Maxwell Sprague. Alexandra Rose Coughlin. Alyssa Matley. Mallory Elise Dean. Michaela DeFrance. Victoria Cecilia Ortiz. Emily Guadalupe Garcia, Gabriela Monique Romero, Dominique Victoria Vega, Hunter Thomas, Angel Akawi, Janet Lee McHugh, Brooke Escala, Lizeth Patino, Sevia Shong, Daniela Tinajero, Enrique Villegas Gonzalez, Gina Schlegeris, Allison McIntyre, Aaron Shannon Minor, Deanna Ray Hill, Alexis Rose Palma, Kiara Campadonico McKinley, Brandon Villegas, Madison R. Middleton, Sophia Rose Navarro, Christina Stremlo, Tessa Ann Nicholas, Angelica Maria Salas, Colton Earl Meredith, Joshua Lyman Shaw, Brooke Miriam Plike, McKenna Knockham, Cameron James Corrieri Marsh, Esmeralda Chavez, Jennifer Ashley Collin, Amelia Terriani Morales, Esmeralda Velasquez Ayala, Lisbeth Navarro, Richard J. Barney, Jamie Bridget Carey, Sebastiana Antonio Marcos, Clarissa Haas, Angelica Maria Cuevas, Salvador Vasquez, Rafaela Dade, Juanita Cortez, Tyler Jihad Dupree Smith, Kayla Monzo, Vincent Christopher Ryan, Jalissa Ortega Cisneros, Erica Vanessa Lomeli Gomez, Kayla Lee Booker, Kelly Elfgen, Alyssa Marie Benjavingo, Marina Deleth, Wesley Reginald Katz, Jacob Grove, Ryan Redmond, Ella Adam. Charlotte Stella Torquato. Nicole L. Dutra. Jasmine Daniela Alvarez. Karina Ann Baca. Daisy Marine.
John Anthony Ramirez.
Gabriela Dominguez Lopez. Maria Cirila Garcia. Leslie Martinez. Samantha Melissa Novoa. Wesley Smith. Alyssa Vasquez. Sulet Judith Lopez. Jessica Valverde. Valerie Vega. Vanessa Irene Navarez. Julia Askins. Joseph Barrett Travis Ryder. Natalie Litvak. Lisa Morphine. Araceli Vargas Ayala. Natalie Arudi Naves. Alexandria Haley Ford. Maria Del Sagrario Perez Medina. Brenda Ramirez. Magali Quinteros. Daisy Bell Valencia Linsengen. Dakota Faith Benjamin. Henry Cortez.
Dakota J. O'Day. Stephanie Dorady Aguilar. Valerie Ayala Luivanos. Samuel James Roberts. Victoria Renee Ramirez. Jocelyn Torres Martinez. Tanya Rios Llamas. Andrew Scott Brown.
Degree candidates, we're almost there. We'll wait for our friends here to make their way back to their seats. But I will say this, that for this next and very important event, make sure that your tassel at this very moment is on the right side of your mortarboard. So make sure it's on the right side. Now, in a normal year, we would have an opportunity after about, as soon as I confer the degree upon you, we'd have a moment to hug each other and jump up and down. But because of the pandemic and because of the health guidelines, it's important that you stay in your seat. And at the conclusion, the marshals will lead you out of the stadium. So please, and they'll do that by row, so please pay attention to their instructions. And graduates, class of 2021, are you ready? Then degree candidates, please rise. By the virtue of authority vested in me by the trustees of the California State University, I confer upon each of you the bachelor's degree appropriate to the course of study that you have pursued, with all the attendant rights, responsibilities, and distinctions pertaining thereto. Graduates, you may now move the tassel to the left to signify this momentous occasion. And to the fierce and extraordinary class of 2021, on behalf of the entire Chico State community, with joy for the moment and hope for the future, I offer each and every one of you my heartfelt and hearty congratulations.
Graduates of the class of 2021, congratulations. Graduates, please listen to your faculty marshals. They will give you instructions and lead you out of the stadium.